Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I know I'm a little late. I'm sorry. Um, I was having lunch or breakfast, I guess. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Laura González. My name is Laura González, and I welcome you to the Coffee Break. I paused because I don't think I have ever said my full name, which we Mexican people usually have very long full names, and I don't think I have ever shared my full name with you. Well, my middle name is Sophia, and yeah, that's what I paused because yesterday I had to do some paperwork that needed my full name. Anyway, today is Wednesday. Hi, Silver Lead, and hi, Sveti, Sweetie Pie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing oracles today. We have the Celebration of Love by Eva Shakmar Sullivan. We have the Elemental Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. We have the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And we have the Animals Oracle also by Stacy DeMarco. I'm laughing because I recently learned of a book called um, The Four Disagreements. And I'm very curious about um, because our culture gets romanticized and New Age movement has done some disservice to the true philosophy of our indigenous culture. And I guess the Four Agreements fall into that category. I don't know. I'm I just like the oracle. And I like the message of the agreements. They're good principles, but I don't think they're necessarily authentic coming from the Mexica people or the Toltec people as they claim. That is just my opinion, by the way. But what do I know? I'm only an indigenous woman. Anyway, let's go to our first oracle card. And hello, Janet, my dear friend Janet Winston. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. May the divine allow us to see all that is in need to be seen today. We have the owl as our first animal of the day. This comes from the Divine Animals Oracle. And there is a woman underneath, right in the middle of the owl's chest, where you can almost not even see the woman because the bird is just so majestic. Related to Athena. Hello, Shelik P. Uh, there is the owl. Wisdom is the word of power. Open your eyes and see what is really there. Look for the whole truth, as you might only be seeing part of the whole. Through experience, we can gain the wisdom to not make the same mistake again. Develop your learning and intelligence, as education is never wasted. Negotiation is better than attack. Very, very interesting and wise words from the owl. Open your eyes and see what is really there. Look for the whole truth, as you may only be seeing part of the whole. Through experience, we can gain the wisdom to not make the same mistake again. Develop your learning and intelligence, as education is never wasted. Negotiation is better than attack. That is the message of the owl for today. And let me tell you something. Yesterday, I worked about probably like 13 hours on updating my calendars and posting new events and the whole month of April, basically. And I was able to post some of my events on Facebook, so I'm very happy about that. I think Facebook is censoring only the one link, um, which is really inconvenient because this link is the one where all my information is. So when this one gets censored, then I have to do things. It's more inconvenient. I have to do things differently. But I was able to find a way around it, thankfully. And so all the events for April are up. We're going to have Moon Ceremony Tonantzin Mesli on the 13th. We're going to have the Colonizing the Goddess on the 14th. We're going to be talking about Chalchutlicue, the freshwater goddess. On the 7th, we have the in-person women's circle. And and then at the end of April, we're going to have the online women's circle. So, updated all of the calendars and the Calendly and the Linktree and this and that and the other. And yeah, I'm so grateful for all of you to continue supporting my work. And that's, I forgot why I was telling you that that's what I did yesterday. But anyway, probably has to do something with the wisdom card. I forgot. Let's see what the Celebration of Love Oracle has for us today. And we have oneness. 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 Talk about New Age images. Okay, what's in this card? So hard to describe. Dragons, whales, dolphins, a volcano, an egg bursting with energy, and it looks like a pyramid behind it. I don't know if you can appreciate any of all of the imagery, but it's really full with things in there. And then the word is oneness. So let's read the message. Here we go. Oneness. Check yourself for hidden prejudices and ill thoughts about certain people in your life. You are being inspired to release these dense thoughts and replace them with thoughts of positive aspects and a higher frequency brought about by love. Check yourself for hidden prejudice and ill thoughts about certain people in your life. You are being inspired to release these dense thoughts and replace them with thoughts of positive aspects and a higher frequency brought about by love. It's interesting because the one card is talking about wisdom and education, and the other card is talking about going about our emotions in a more intelligent way. Um, Basically, to stop projecting, if you will, you know. So quite interesting. I just realized that I got all the hippie decks out today. Hello, Kathleen. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Shelly, is that your name, Shelly CP, or how do you pronounce it? Sweetie Pie, I love that I finally got your name. And then Silverlet, thank you for being here. Speaking of events, this Saturday we have the meditation workshop at Pilsen Arts Community House. That is also another sliding scale uh, event that is happening at Pilsen Community House. And you can pay what you can. And you come and we were going to have like the meditation workshop working with my goddess art, and you get to see the art that is hanging on the walls at the Pilsen Arts Community House, and then you get your own art print um, included with the meditation workshop. I'm going to try to do that workshop actually on the regular. I'm going to talk to Patch and see if they want to do it. But I'm very psyched about it because, it's going to be working with our creativity and goddess energy. And that is happening this Saturday at noon from 12 to 2. It's not going to be like a 5-hour workshop. And following the policy and the style of working of the Pilsen Arts Community House, it is basically donation based, pay what you can, and it starts at 5, and then you can pay 25 if you can. You pay 25, but if you can't, you can just pay 5. and and I wish you can join us, this Saturday at noon, Pilsen Arts Community House, Patch in Pilsen, obviously. All right, let's see what's the second. No, this is the third one. Two came out. All right, okay. I honor that because two came out. And I guess if two come out, then I must read both of them. So the first one, be impeccable with your word. They're both from that agreement. If you know what I'm talking about with the agreements, be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. So these two cards are from the Be Impeccable with Your Word. And thank you, Kathleen. I'm so glad that you were able to catch us live. So the first one says, seek to know the truth. Second time we are advised to find the truth. There might be a lot of smoke clouding our view at this moment. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. The only truth has the power to set you free. Only the truth has the power to set you free. Let me read that again because I kind of butcher it. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. So that was card number one. Card number two, replace fear with love. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile to the words that come from love. If it only was that easy, but that's why we're all working on replacing fear for love. And we're all working into this adventure of getting to know ourselves and finding all this information on the oracles. I think is fascinating. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for words that come from love. Hello, I am Daisy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Be Flumum, welcome also. I just saw you coming in. So, yeah, working with fear and substituting fear for love. If things were that easy, just like, oh yeah, just remove the fear thoughts and we wouldn't have to work, but such is life, right? Do I take self for donations? Yes, I do. Let me uh send this copy. I stopped posting this, Kathleen, because Facebook has been mean to me. I've been having all. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the comments here on the live um, Facebook thing. But yes, I do take Venmo Blue Witch, Cash App, $0 Blue Witch 1, and Zelle is my phone number, 630-506-1758. If you ever so kindly want to send a donation, I'm gladly accepting them. For a long, long time, I did this coffee breaks and I never took donations because, I don't do it for the donation. I do it for to get some guidance and to share that with you all and then to tell you where I'm gonna be and it's like my little commercials. Full disclosure, like nobody's here forced or I'm not lying to anybody. That's why that Facebook banning of my link tree is got me so upset because it's not like I have you here against your will. You're here because you want to be here listening to the cards that I have to say. But you know what to do, you know where to do it. linktr.ee/Magia Cerati. That is MAGIACERATI. So hard to spell in English. Let me see if I remember how to spell in Spanish. linktr.ee diagonal MAGIACERATI. I lost it. 25 years existed on this country and I cannot even spell in Spanish either. So, you know, Linktree Magia Cerati. Oh, Sandra, I love you. Sandra says, I am here because I admire you so much. And I admire you too, my friend. You've been a very, very good part of my journey for so many years. Sandra, how many years do you think we know each other, Sandra? About 10? I think for 10 years you have been following my work and sharing with me and sharing with the community. And it's always good to see you because you're an OG. You're an original, you know. So it's so good. Okay, let's do the last card of today. Last card of today. May the goddess, may the divine keep teaching us so that we can keep learning. Ooh, is the lake. Of course, this give me like, you know, the image is not, it gives me a little bit of anxiety because she's underwater. So the card is called Lake, and she's plunging in the water. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra is saying, I admire you so much y aprendo mucho de ti. I am learning from all of you as well. And that is kind of the name of the game, you know. We see each other, we witness each other, we mirror each other, and then we learn from each other, which is literally what happens at the women's circles. You know, you come to the women's circles not to fix each other. We're just there to witness each other, to hold space for each other. Okay, so lake. Um, do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive. Do the research. Do not cut corners. You might not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with a decision. You know what, guys? We have 5 cards today, right? 3 of them are telling us to do research, to investigate, to find the wisdom. It's kind of like if you're going to be thinking, think about how you can improve it type of thing. Because the first one we have the owl, right? That talk about wisdom. And then I can't recall which was the other one that also talk about like being wise. And I think it was the 4 agreements. And now the lake is asking us to go deep and to do research. Quite literally, it use the word research or searching, you know. So I find that very interesting. Hi, Vista and CRCLL, welcome. So lake. The key word for lake is depth. Do not take the shallow alternative. Deep dive. Do the research. Do not cut corners. You might not be seeing the whole picture, so take your time with a decision. I find that very interesting that we are told so many times today to find wisdom, to go deep, to. Oh my goodness, Vista says I'm close to the lake right now. Hey, send the lake some love from all of us. We are so lucky in Chicago. We have a beautiful lake here and we can do so much spiritual work at that lake. I don't know if you do, but every time I go on the lake, first of all, I say thank you. And second of all, I do a little something, like to Vista is by Lake Ontario. So I'm close to Lake Michigan, of course, because I am in Chicago. And I'm literally like 10 minutes from the lake. I'm so very lucky, fortunate that I live very close to the lake. And I cannot wait for the weather to get better so I can start going to the lake. And sometimes we just go and sit by, to feel like the breeze from the lake. And but most of the times that I'm by the lake, I will at least get my feet wet. But the majority of the times that I go to the lake, I take a jump and deep dive. And thank you for joining from Lake Ontario, Bisa. And hi, Jorge Gradilla. And Jorge, I think, is joining from Mazatlan. Jorge, uh, Sandra, I think you know Jorge Gradilla. I think he's from Mazatlan, right? Or somewhere in the north, like Nayarit or. Ooh, you're coming to Chicago. You just moved to Dallas. What? I didn't know that. But you're originally from Mazatlan, right? Or am I tripping? Anyway, thank you all for watching. I think Nayarit, he's about to. Because Jorge, I have Sandra Flores on Facebook. Sandra Flores, I have Jorge Gradilla here on Instagram. The Spanish speaking pagan community is very, very tiny, and we kind of all know each other. And yes, he says he's from Mazatlan. So we were not too far off. Anyway, feels like a family reunion right now. Hey, Jorge, let me know the minute that you come to Chicago. We must hang out. Forget one coffee, honey. We have to make a whole day of activities. I love nothing more than receiving my friends in Chicago and giving them the whole touristy, um, the whole tourist tour of Chicago, the Sears Tower, the lake, the Bean, the Chicago Cultural Center, the Buckingham Fountain, and of course I finished exhausted. If the weather permits, a little boat ride, the architectural tour of Chicago. I've done it a million times. I'll do it a million one. I love it. And and that invitation is for everybody. If you're ever in Chicago, please let me know. I would love to be your tourist guide. I just love it. Anyway, meditation workshop at Patch on Saturday, Pilsen Arts Community House. All of the other events for April are already up and running. You know where to go see them. Find all the information that you need. The best season to come to Chicago, either early June, where it's warmish but not super hot yet. Of course, if you don't mind the heat, come in the middle of summer, August, right? But also fall is a very, like the very beginning of fall, um, is cold, but it's not freezing yet. We're talking September, mid-September. And of course, the best times not to come is January, February, when it's like extremely cold. Uh, but yeah, welcome to Laura González, the tourist guide. uh, Jorge, just pick a date. Let me know in advance so I can clear my schedule and we can make a couple of days for you to hang out. And obviously, there's a couch here. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on Saturday at Patch for those who come for the meditation workshop. And I'm going to try to make those a thing that happens monthly. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye bye. Bye bye, Facebook.